It's my time. I need you to go. I need you to go. Okay, give me a kiss. And I need you to go. Bye. Okay, so... Oh. Here they both are. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna start this video out with saying coconut oil. Why? Because this is bed hair. And this is over processed bleach hair. I'm gonna get into coconut oil. Throw your product away. This is CG again for the second time. Fifth time maybe, in regards to my hair. Just wanted to do another update. My last update was over a month ago, and I went on and on about my transition from red hair to blue hair. And I'm just going to talk about what my hair has been through in the meantime since we last spoke. And as you can see, it's been through some shit. It's not as vibrant and floppy as it was before. You know, the ends are obviously bright and kind of dead. I'm working on fixing that. I don't like this angle. It makes me look like I have a fat face. I do have a fat face. Whatever. Accept who you are. Love who you are. Okay, so after the blue, I went color crazy. And I bleached my hair, and then I was getting all these manic panic colors and just mixing them and mixing like hot pink with some blue or whatever, getting lavender colors, getting lighter pink colors, and just putting it everywhere. And this whole process was a disaster and a half. You know, my bathroom became Rainbow City. I made up Rainbow City. Rainbow City is my room. I don't know that. Okay. So, and obviously I over bleached my hair. I bleached my hair. It became a pretty whitish blonde, and it was really nice. I really miss it. I'm kind of trying to go back to that hair. Yeah, I kind of regret putting all the color on it. I should have just left it at the blonde. And so, yeah, I added like the layer of violet pink blend, and I did my lavender tip. And it took a while. It took multiple applications for my hair to just grab the color because I've abused it so much. And yeah, I completely killed the ends of my hair. Alright. Okay, let's ignore this in the back, because all this is new. This is a different story that I'm going to get into. Last we spoke, my hair, this was down to here. Now it's here. And then the tips just faded out day by day, but you know, I like it. It came out very nice. It came out blonde. It's kind of a silver. It kind of goes into a silverish blonde, and then into a pastel pink. That's basically, you know, what the hair has faded into over time, and I really like it. You know, I'm not upset about the color. I'm upset about the quality of my hair and all the length that I lost. And it looked like, and without all this, and I have some new extensions coming in the mail hopefully today and tomorrow, but without all that, it just looks like a short haircut over a long haircut. And it was just, you know, driving me crazy. And I told myself that I'm not going to put any chemicals in my hair, that I'm just going to treat it and let it grow out. And then my boyfriend kept telling me to do the same thing. He actually saw me kind of not even kind of, like, just, like, holding my boxes of ion dye, just, like, looking at them, opening them, touching the bottles, and he's like, you're crazy. Like, you're obsessed. Put it away. Do not put anything else in your hair. And so, you know, okay, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I was still upset over the loss of hair and feeling impatient. And, mind you, let me get into this. I not a lot of people notice. It's a lot more noticeable now. I have dreads. I've had these dreads for 3 years, and they would fight. You know, they would one root would get attached to another root of another dread, and then like every day it was like my hair was just in a constant battle with itself and me, and pulling at my hair and little strands being pulled, and it just felt like, you know, somebody had a grip on the back of my head, you know, every day of my life for 2 years, and not the sexy grip, you know? Me. Yeah. So, and I feel like, you know, and let me add, there was another time when I started my dreads that I was wrapping them in hemp rope. And I kept it in overnight, and I woke up really cranky. I was in a really bad mood, very, very irritable, and I took the rope out, the hamstring out, and this pressure, there was this immediate release of pressure from my head, and an immediate release of stress, and I felt so much better. And I feel like anything that goes on here in your domesicle, it will take a toll on your stress, you know, how you feel physically on the outside, as well as the inside, but as well as the outside. It takes a toll on your stress, just, yeah. So, so saying that, I wanted this to be all proportionate with this. So what I did was I grabbed 2 dreads. They were like placed right here in my head. And I ripped them out. One of them was only a year old, so there wasn't too much damage to the cuticle, and plus I never palm rolled this. I never did any palm rolling or back combing. I just, like, it was left as straight hair, and it wanted to be a dread. And, you know, if your hair wants to be a dread, let it be a dread. Let it do what it wants to do. It's your hair. And so I was like, fuck it, be a dread. And that's what kind of happened. Like, I never touched it. It was a free range dread, farm raised dread. And then there was one on this side, which obviously you see doesn't have as much hair, but it has a nice white on the top. That I had for 3 years. And before the conditioning application, it was all frizzy like Kanekalon hair. And I realized, like, you know, every day I was having that pain and that feeling of somebody grabbing the back of my head. Immediately, that tension went away, and I realized it was both of those dreads, or one of those dreads, or maybe it was just the new dread, because I just let it do whatever it wanted to do. Those 2 dreads were the dreads that were driving me crazy and putting me through all this stress, and then immediately, like, this weight of stress has been lifted from my shoulders. And since, like, I took those 2 dreads out, I've been feeling really relaxed and peaceful, because it doesn't feel like somebody is constantly trying to yank me back. So, obviously, and this one, yeah, ripped a lot of hair out. I think I just ripped a lot of hair out. I hope there's some new growth coming up, because this was a thick dread. But, you know, when you have dreads, you know, you're constantly regrowing hair and losing hair. So when you have dreads, the dreads kind of fall into the dread, and they constantly grow in the dread. So they just, you know, get thicker. That's my theory. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Probably not. Whatever, not a big deal. So yeah, taking out those dreads obviously created a new, longer layer under my hair to bring proportion to my straight hair and my dreads. So this one obviously had more, so I kind of like, I just grab some of it and I bring it to the other side, make it a little even. So I have a new layer. It almost looks like back to normal. And then I had these 2 extensions, little clip-in extensions, and that I just had laying around that I got in a San Francisco airport. Yeah. So I have all that going on, I miss having my 2 dreads. The one dread here was actually probably my favorite dread. It was beautiful. But whatever, it was that one beautiful dread versus the whole mess going on with my head. Oh yeah, and then the coconut oil. If I know you've heard about coconut oil and you ignored it for the longest time, like I did. I was on a retreat to put more chemicals in my hair to heal it. But I was just kind of doing a little window shopping around until I made a final decision, and this girl talked to me about this Hydrated Source by Bionica. Shit. And so yeah, I used an oil treatment, and then I think my boyfriend's on. I gotta go. Use an oil treatment. It did wonders on my hair. Like, it did a complete 360. My hair was fried, and now it's all soft and silky. So if you had very over processed bleach hair, no, it wasn't him. So if you, I get embarrassed doing these things. I don't want him catching me and laughing at me. So if you have a very over processed bleach hair, use coconut oil. You get a glop of it, put it in a bowl, microwave it for a minute, or 30 minutes depending on the high voltage of your microwave. I have an old microwave. The instructions told me 30 seconds. I had to do it for a minute. Turns into liquid, and get that into your hair. Rub it into your hair. Don't use gloves. It's good for your skin too. Rub it all over your skin if you want as well. And put your hair up, wrap it up, and leave it in for, I left it in for 4 hours. And then rinse it out with shampoo. I suggest a hair treatment shampoo. I usually use tea tree or hemp. Yeah. Do that. And then I won't do all that over bleaching again. Like, bye.